This is Tom Dillon, the Lifetime Liberal, and today is Saturday, September 4th, 2021. A quick side note, on this day, 39 years ago, I had my last drink. I want to thank all of the thousands of people in the fellowship who have helped me so much over the years, and my higher power. More on that later. But the title of this rant is "The Religious Right Has Talibaned the GOP." Another bloodless coup. So everyone knows about the anti-abortion law in Texas that's been passed. We also know that this is an assault on all women. We also know that Texas is a big state, and women of means will be able to leave the state if they want to have the procedure. But poor women may not have that opportunity. It's a big, big state. And of course, the same thing is going to happen in a lot of other red states because they're going to copycat this law. Now, the Republicans have always wanted to run on this. They never wanted it to really happen. Well, they did want it to happen, but they always wanted to run on abortion because they always wanted that to solidify that religious right for them. But now they're going to have to defend it because there's going to be all kinds of lawsuits. There's going to be, at least in the House and the Senate, there's going to be bills in there that people are going to have to vote for or against. So they're going to have to defend it. And a lot of them are not looking forward to having defended it. And a lot of them are not really talking about it very much right now. The biggest part about this that I want to comment about is, yes, that it's an assault on all women. But this is basically the culmination of a 50-year war by white Christian men for domination. They basically started off with it as being for racism. Then they knew if they threw in abortion, that would help them even more. They added the abortion element to it. But let's make clear here, it was never about abortion. It was about white Christian men who wanted to be anti-women, and they wanted to keep women in their place. Remember the old joke from the late 60s? It wasn't women's liberation, which was called women's lib back then. It was called women's lip because they were speaking up too much. Because that's what this is all about, keeping women in their place. And what these white Christian men really, really want, and remember, they're a minority even with the Republican Party, is they want an Old Testament theocracy where they are they are at the top of the economic ladder and they pull all of the strings. And let's just say what really this is in terms of this theocracy that they want. That theocracy by these rich white Christian men, evangelical, Pentecostal, it's anti-women. It's anti-vaccine. It's anti-science. That's how they can do whatever they want to do. All right? And, who gave them this right? Well, the Republicans and just recently the Christian terrorists on the Supreme Court. But, again, which that ruling basically immediately made women second-class citizens. The Supreme Court doesn't have to run for re-election, though, and the Republicans do. And the Republicans have to live with it. And there's an old, there was a joke about this thing. It says, what's the difference between the Republicans in Texas and the Taliban? And the answer was, well, the Taliban wants their women to wear masks. But, there's another old saying is be careful what you wish for. Because, again, the Republicans are going to have to stand on this. There is going to be lawsuits. There's going to be all kinds of votes on this. And it has immediately made women second-class citizens in the United States. And this will go in through 2022 and 2024. I don't know how this is going to play out, but it does not look good for the Republicans on this. But at the same time, this is what they want. This is what they're getting. They will fight tooth and nail to keep it, and the Democrats have to step up, whether it's increasing on the Supreme Court, whether it's getting rid of this filibuster, maybe both of those and other things. This is real hardball time now.